Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Crypto Talks. In the last video we talked about cryptocurrency. So today we are going to talk about the most famous cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency created in 2009 January. It follows the ideas set out in a white paper by the mysterious Satoshi Nakamoto. The identity of the person who created the technology is still a mystery. Bitcoin offers the promise of lower transaction fees than traditional online payment mechanisms do. And unlike government issued currencies, it is operated by a decentralized authority. Bitcoin is known as a type of cryptocurrency because it uses cryptography to keep it secure. There are no physical bitcoins, only balance kept on a public ledger that everyone has transparent access to. Although each record is encrypted, all Bitcoin transactions are verified by a massive amount of computing power via a process known as mining. Bitcoin is not issued or backed by any banks or governments, nor is an individual Bitcoin valuable as a commodity. Despite it not being legal tender in most parts of the world, Bitcoin is very popular and has triggered the launch of hundreds of other cryptocurrencies. Collectively referred to as altcoins, Bitcoin is commonly abbreviated as BTC when traded. Bitcoin is launched in 2009. Bitcoin is the world's largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization. Bitcoin was launched in 2009. Bitcoin is the world's largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization. Unlike fiat currency, Bitcoin is created, distributed, traded, and sorted with the use of a decentralized ledger system known as a blockchain. Bitcoin's history as a store of value has been turbulent. It has gone through several cycles of boom and bust over its relatively short lifespan. As the earliest virtual currency to meet widespread popularity and success, Bitcoin has inspired a host of other cryptocurrencies in its wake. Understanding Bitcoin. The Bitcoin system is a collection of computers, also referred to as nodes or miners, that all run Bitcoin's code and store its blockchain. Figuratively speaking, a blockchain can be thought of as a collection of books. In each book is a collection of transactions. Because all of the computers running the blockchain have the same list of blocks and transactions and can transparently see these new blocks as they are filled with new Bitcoin transactions. No one can cheat them. Anyone, whether they run a Bitcoin node or not, can see these transactions occurring in real time. To achieve a nefarious act, a bad actor would need to operate 51% of the computing power that makes a Bitcoin. Bitcoin has around 13,768 full nodes as of mid-November 2021, and this number is growing, making such an attack quite unlikely. But if an attack were to happen, Bitcoin miners, the people who take part in the Bitcoin network with their computers, would likely split off to a new blockchain, making the effort the bad actor put forth to achieve the attack a waste. Balances of Bitcoin tokens are kept using public and private keys, which are longer strings of numbers and letters linked through the Balances of Bitcoin tokens are kept using public and private keys, which are long strings of numbers and letters linked through the mathematical encryption algorithm that creates them. The public key serves as the address published to the world and to which others may send Bitcoin. The private key is meant to be a guarded secret and only used to authorize The private key is meant to be a guarded secret and only used to authorize. তুমি কেন এলে এখানটায়? হ্যাঁ, নার্ভাস হয়ে যাচ্ছি আমি। যাও না রুম থেকে। The private key is meant to be guarded secret and only used to authorize Bitcoin transmissions. Bitcoin keys should not be confused with a Bitcoin wallet, which is a physical or digital device that facilitates the trading of Bitcoins and allows users to track ownership of coins. The term wallet is a bit misleading because Bitcoin's decentralized nature means it is never stored in a wallet but rather distributed blockchain. Peer-to-peer technology. Bitcoin is one of the first digital currencies to use peer-to-peer P2P technology to facilitate instant payments. The independent individuals and companies who own the governing computing power and participate in the Bitcoin network. Bitcoin miners are in charge of the processing transactions on the blockchain and are motivated by rewards. The release of Bitcoin and transaction fees in Bitcoin. These miners can be thought of as the decentralized authority enforcing the credibility of the Bitcoin network. New Bitcoins are released to miners at a fixed but periodically declining rate. There are only 21 million Bitcoins that can be mined in total as of November 2021. There are over 18.875 million Bitcoin in existence, less than 2.125 million Bitcoin left to mine. In the way, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies operate differently from fiat currency in centralized banking systems, and currency is created at a rate matching the growth of the economy. This system is intended to maintain price stability. A decentralized system like Bitcoin sets the release rate ahead of time and according to an algorithm. Bitcoin mining. Bitcoin mining is the process by which Bitcoin is released into circulation. Generally, mining requires solving computationally difficult puzzles to discover a new block, which is added to the blockchain. Bitcoin mining adds and verifies transaction records across the network. Miners are awarded with some Bitcoin. The reward is halved every 200,000 blocks. The block reward was 50 new Bitcoins in 2009 on May 11, 2020. The third halving occurred, bringing the reward for each block discovery down to 6.25 Bitcoins. Variety of hardware can be used to mine Bitcoin, however some yield higher rewards than others. Certainly computer chips called application specific integrated circuits and more advanced processing units such as GPUs can achieve more rewards. These elaborate mining processors are known as mine bits. One Bitcoin is divisible to 8 decimal places, 100 millionths of 1 Bitcoin, and the smallest unit is referred to as Satoshi. If necessary, if the participating miners accept the change, Bitcoin could eventually be made divisible to even more decimal places. Early timeline of Bitcoin. August 18, 2008, the domain name bitcoin.org is registered. Today, at least this domain is who is God protected, meaning the identity of the person who registered it is not public information. October 31st, 2008, a person or group using the name Satoshi Nakamoto making an announcement to the cryptographic mailing list at medzone.com. I have been working on a new electronic cash system that's fully peer-to-peer with no trusted third party. This now famous white paper published on bitcoin.org entitled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, would become the Magna Carta for how Bitcoin operates today. January 3, 2009, the first Bitcoin block is mined, block 0. This is also known as the Genesis block and contains the text, the times 3 Jan 2009 channeler on Bing and contains the text, the Times 3 Jan 2009 Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks, perhaps as proof that the block was mined on or after that date, and perhaps also has relevant political commentary. January 8, 2009, the first version of the Bitcoin software is announced to the cryptography mailing list. January 9, Block 1 is mined and Bitcoin mining commences in earnest. Now, we have heard the name Satoshi Nakamoto too many times. So, who is Now, we have heard this Satoshi Nakamoto name. Now, we have heard this name too many times. Satoshi Nakamoto. So, who is Satoshi Nakamoto? No one knows who invented Bitcoin, or at least not conclusively. Satoshi Nakamoto is the name associated with the person or group of people who released the original Bitcoin white paper in 2008 and worked on the original Bitcoin software that was released in 2009. In the years since then, many individuals have either claimed to be or been rumored to be the real life people behind the pseudonym, but as of November 2021, the true identity of Satoshi Nakamoto remains obscured. Although it is tempting to believe the medium spins that Satoshi Nakamoto is a solitary quiztalk genius who created Bitcoin out of thin air, such innovations do not typically happen in a vacuum. All major scientific discoveries, no matter how seemingly original, were built on previously existing research. There are precursors at Bitcoin's Adam Back's Hashcash, invented in 1997, and subsequently via Dab's money, Nick Sub's Bitcoin, and Hal Finley's reusable proof of work. The Bitcoin white paper itself makes reference to Hashcash and B-money, as well as various other works spanning several research fields. Perhaps unsurprisingly, many of the individuals behind the other projects named above has been speculated to have also had a hand in creating Bitcoin. There are few possible motivations for Bitcoin's inventor to keep their identity secret. One is privacy.